My name's Lawrence Brenchley from Hatfield Interiors. Welcome to the new Euston Skill Centre. The building I'm going to show you has been fitted out by Hatfield, and the clients are London Borough of Camden and United Colleges Group. The building's education is being run by the College of North West London, which are part of United Colleges Group, and we're here just north of Euston Station. This building is part of the High Speed 2 Skill Centre, the lower 1.5 floors of a 6-storey modular building. Just going to take you on a tour around the building, which has been built by Mace Stragados, and the base building that you're going to go in is a modular building, which has been built by Premier Modular.
I'm Mark Booth, Employment Services Delivery Manager at London Borough of Camden. So this initiative started back in 2015 when we were doing the negotiations with HS2 around the assurances, which were part of a package of measures that were designed to mitigate the impact of the HS2 development on the local community. And one of the assurances that we secured through that was a commitment to invest in a construction skills centre at Euston, and HS2 committed to putting £4.1 million in towards a building that would be located within the Euston area, and that's the building that we're sat in today.
So could you just talk about, did Camden owned part of the site, I think, originally, and then that was incorporated into the overall project now?
So the site's joint ownership between Camden and London and Continental Rail. So there's a shared ownership in terms of the development site. Drummond Street. So London Continental Rail had garages on Drummond Street, and Maria Fidelis School was going to be moved, needed to be moved, relocated because of the proximity to the HS2 works. So Camden did a land deal with London Continental Rail, which enabled them to secure a site on Drummond Street, which is where they built the new Maria Fidelis School, in exchange for part ownership of this site. So this site is a kind of shared ownership between Camden and London Continental Rail, which has made things a little interesting.
And could you just talk about when United Colleges Group got involved? And I'd like to understand a bit more about their providing the educational provision within a Camden building.
Yeah, so we've been running a construction skills centre for an awfully long time. I joined in 2012, and we had Carillion Training Services then, and it was it was a good programme, but it was a very focused and narrow offer, focused on 16 to 18 provision. We then went back through a procurement process. And we parted company with Carillion, and that's where we started to develop a relationship with United Colleges Group, or College of North West London particularly. So over the course of many years, we've developed a really interesting collaboration where the college provided technical tuition and access to mainstream further education funding, and Camden provide the recruitment and wider pastoral care and support. So it's effectively our building, but the college operate and deliver the training provision, and we work with them, and that enables us to access a range of other things like funding that we aren't able to access as a local authority. And it's that kind of combination, or that partnership, which works really effectively actually. It's taken a few years to get to that stage, but actually it's a really interesting kind of partnership arrangement.
And what did you find the particular challenges that you had for this project, apart from how long it took from the start? I know you've been involved for a very long time, and we have as well.
Some of the challenges involved in getting this project over the line. I mean, we've had interim buildings, so we were very lucky in Camden to have a dedicated construction skills centre in King's Cross, which was part of the King's Cross Section 106. So we moved into an interim building there, which became an extended duration interim arrangement. And then we embarked on the design and development of this project, this building here, which required working with architects and working in conjunction with our college partners to start to define and shape what this construction would look like, and to make sure we had a bespoke building that met our requirements but also mirrored the college's ambitions. So there's been an awful lot of work around the design and development of the facility to make sure it's fit for purpose. But it also draws on the experience that we've had for many years of running construction skills centres elsewhere. So I think this is the synthesis of all of that. We brought all our prior learning together to create what is a really good facility.
So hello, I'm Lee Borester, the Assistant Principal for Engineering, Construction and the Built Environment at the United Colleges Group. We're delivering the most cutting edge and innovative courses with regards to some of the construction trades, retrofit areas and green skills technologies as well.
And green skills, I mean, normally traditional construction is things like brickwork, plumbing, electrical work. Can you just talk about green skills and why they're so important in terms of your course?
Absolutely, yeah. So green skills and green skills technologies extremely important within industry at the minute, but also with that are really high on the government agenda, all in order to achieve a position whereby we're working towards net zero, essentially.
And when's net zero required?
Just 2050 essentially, but I think in the immediate instance, some of the technologies that we are offering training in are extremely important, and they're based around industry demand. Another of the really interesting things with the qualifications and the courses that we offer are extremely responsive to industry demand as well. We're offering courses in air source heat pumps, electric vehicle charging, solar thermal and PV, as well as battery storage and energy storage systems, which are really important within industry right now.
Can you just talk us through about how the pupils will work in the green skills bays?
Sure.
Because that's a specialist area of this project which you're involved with. And
Yeah, so the specialist bays are fully equipped with the latest technologies and equipment and resources. And the idea behind those bays is that they provide a simulated aspect to real life scenarios. They really replicate that environment, and they provide the most innovative technologies that students could possibly learn on. So they're fantastic. They're the newest and the best of the best of what's out there in terms of the training resources. We have some students that are 60 years of age studying across the college. It's extremely important that we're responsive to people that in a local community that want to upskill, as well as those that are already in industry.
how many pupils can you accommodate here in this centre?
We can accommodate around about 120 students at any one time, but that wouldn't limit us in offering provision potentially on the evenings and weekends as well. We've got an external training space here which we haven't had before, which is fantastic, and that will allow us to focus on potentially some groundworks aspects, but also working at height aspects as well, linking to PAS. So it's a really beneficial area for us and allow us to expand our curriculum offer, again making it more aligned to industry demand.
I see.